Hi friends! In this video, we will see how to use VARTA AMP100 with SARVAM UCS SOHO, that is, Eternity NENX. Let us see the requirements for the same. Matrix VARTA AMP100, downloaded from Apple App Stores, and installed on an iOS device. SARVAM UCS SOHO application license. VARTA Essential, Professional or Collaboration License, activated in SARVAM UCS. Steady Internet connection, to SARVAM UCS and VARTA AMP100 for getting notifications. When VARTA AMP100 is running in the background. When VARTA AMP100 is running in the background, the notifications for calls, IM and voicemail are managed by Apple Push Notification Service, that is APNS. Hence, SARVAM UCS will send the notifications to VARTA AMP100 through the Apple Push Notification Server. So, a steady internet connection is needed for both SARVAM UCS and VARTA AMP100, even if they are in the same local network. Let us see the configuration now. Consider a scenario where Ethernet port of SARVAM UCS is configured with a static IP address. VARTA AMP100 will be registered with the Ethernet port IP address of SARVAM UCS. Let us move on to the configuration steps. We will complete the configuration in 3 steps. VARTA AMP100, that is, client configuration. SARVAM UCS SOHO, that is, server configuration. Configuring notification and call appearance settings. Let us start with the first step of VARTA AMP100 configuration. As the first step, open VARTA AMP100 application. Tap on Settings icon. Configure the internal server address and external server address. The server address, that is Ethernet port IP address of SARVAM UCS, is used to register VARTA AMP100. When the mobile phone is within the same network as that of SARVAM UCS, internal server address is used for registration. When the mobile phone is outside the private network, external server address is used for registration. We will use internal server address only as VARTA AMP100 and SARVAM UCS are in the same network. Configure the IP address of the Ethernet port and internal server address. Configure the internal port, that is sparse port of SARVAM UCS. By default, the port is 80. Select the user location. User location helps VARTA AMP100 to select between internal server address or external server address to send the registration request. By default, it is automatic. Hence, VARTA AMP100 application will automatically identify the server address to be used by sending the request to both internal and external server address. This completes the first step of VARTA AMP100 configuration. Let us move on to the second step of SARVAM UCS SOHO configuration. Log into SARVAM UCS as System Engineer. Go to Basic Settings, followed by Device Management. Registration request from VARTA AMP100 will reflect on this page. Click Not Assigned to register. Assign the SIP account of SARVAM UCS to VARTA AMP100. Program name and SIP ID, that is the extension number to be assigned to VARTA AMP100. Program authentication credentials, to be used for authentication. Matrix SARVAM UCS SOHO supports call forking on SIP extensions, which allows to register 3 devices on the same account. Select the desired location of VARTA AMP100 registration accordingly. Select the internal and external registrar server address. Registrar server address is the address of the SIP server. SARVAM UCS provides this address to VARTA AMP100 for registration. There are 5 different options available for registrar server addresses, depending on the network architecture. 1. Use Ethernet IP address. Select this option when VARTA AMP100 is in the same local network, LAN, as that of SARVAM UCS. 2. Use mobile port IP address. Select this option when VARTA AMP100 and SARVAM UCS are not in the same local network and SARVAM UCS is connected to the Internet over mobile WAN. 3. Router or STUNS IP address. Select this option when VARTA AMP100 and SARVAM UCS are not in the same local network, and SARVAM UCS is connected behind a router or firewall. Note: in this scenario, the following ports must be forwarded to the static private IP address of SARVAM UCS. Sparse port TCP 80, SIP port TCP 5060 and UDP 5060, SIP TLS port, if SIP is used over TLS, TCP 5061 and UDP 5061, SIP RTP port range, UDP 8000 to 8400. If the router is configured with static public IP address, router's public IP address must be configured under network parameters. If the router is configured with dynamic DNS hostname, simple traversal of UDP over NAT, STUN, must be configured under network parameters. 4. Use dynamic DNS hostname. Select this option when SARVAM UCS is having dynamic DNS hostname configuration in network parameters. 5. Automatic. Select this option to allow SARVAM UCS to assign registrar server address automatically. As we are using VARTA AMP100 on the Ethernet port IP address of SARVAM UCS, we will select Use Ethernet port IP address in internal and external registrar server address field. Submit the details. Refresh the page. Assigned extension details will be seen with extension number, name, and location details. Go to VARTA License Management. And assign the VARTA license to the configured extension. VARTA AMP100 will now automatically fetch the configuration from SARVAM UCS, and will get registered. If the following error is displayed, license not assigned, contact your system administrator. Go to Settings, followed by Configuration Status, and tap Resync Call. This completes the second step of SARVAM UCS configuration. Let us move on to the third step, to configure notification and call appearance settings. We will now start with the notifications. Minimize the VARTA AMP100 application. Go to Phone Settings, followed by Notifications. Tap VARTA AMP100 and configure the various notification settings as per the user's requirement. Now, let us move to incoming call appearance. The incoming call appearance, when VARTA AMP100 is running in the background, are of 2 types. 1. iOS's native incoming call appearance. In this, the incoming call will appear similar to mobile calls coming to the phone, and the indication of the call coming on VARTA AMP100 will be displayed. 2. Pop-up for the incoming call. In this, the incoming call will appear as a pop-up, as configured in phone's notification settings previously. For configuring native call appearance, open VARTA AMP100. Go to Menu, followed by Call Settings. Check the Native Integration option. With this, we finish the entire configuration. Thank you for watching this video. For further queries and support, contact Matrix Technical Support Team.